You know what they say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Zelda clones. For this list, we'll be checking out games that follow the formula so often found in Zelda games. These games often feature an overworld and clearly defined dungeons, specific items or abilities that allow you to progress through said dungeons, and a decent mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and simple combat. Hard to describe but easy to spot, this formula is more popular than you'd think. Number 10, The Binding of Isaac. The Bible says Adam and Eve, not Zelda and Link, right? Well, the biblical influences here are obvious right from the start. Young Isaac's mother hears a voice from above that she dutifully listens to, much to her child's dismay.
"I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied.
After being deemed sinful, Isaac is stripped of everything, even his clothing, before his mother eventually attempts to kill him.
"Yes, lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen.
Thus starts your Zelda-esque adventure, where the dungeons, otherwise known as Isaac's basement, and gameplay bear a striking resemblance to the dungeons of the first Zelda game. Number 9, 3D Dot Game Heroes. If you took some Dippin' Dots and built castles out of them, that would be a waste.
The ice cream of the future.
It's obviously better to eat ice cream than to build with it, but that's exactly what this game looks like. In a rather clever way to pay tribute to the 8-bit games of yesteryear, this entire game is made up of dots, or rather, voxels. As if the appearance wasn't enough of a callback to Zelda, the gameplay, the weapons, and even the chickens definitely remind us of Hyrule and its dangerous feathered friends. This game also comes to you from From Software, the makers of the ultra-popular Soul series, which some people say also bears some similarities to the Zelda franchise. Number 8, Beyond Oasis. Prince Ali, no, actually, here's the prince we're looking for. So, it's not just the look of Oasis that bears a resemblance to A Link to the Past. In this game world, there are two powerful amulets, silver and gold. Like most mystical video game trinkets, let's say for example, the Triforce, someone wants to use the amulets for evil. You wield the gold amulet, and are on a quest to stop an evil force from causing chaos with the silver one. Number 7, Ocean Horn, monster of Uncharted Seas.
This is the only way to get to Ocean Horn.
There are some games where, when you look at them, you wonder if you've seen them somewhere before. And then there's games like this one that prance around in the same game's clothing. There's not much that needs to be debated about this one. The boat navigation, the hearts for health, the vendetta against Pottery Barn, this game has it all, and wears it well with good reviews all round. Let's face it, this is as close to a Zelda on the iOS as we'll ever get. Number 6, Crusader of Centi. It might be hard to believe, but there was a time when Sega stood toe-to-toe against Nintendo. Everyone knows about the feud between Mario and Sonic, but not many know about this game, which was labeled as the Sega Genesis's answer to Zelda. The game stars a 14-year-old boy named Corona who inherits his father's sword and goes on a quest to save the world. The game itself didn't do nearly as well as Zelda, but it was at least a valiant effort. Number 5, Starfox Adventures. The games on this list seem to use Zelda influences pretty well. And then there's Fox McCloud. To be fair, the slow burn felt from this game is most likely due to the Star Fox franchise going completely out of left field with its GameCube release. What we wanted was intense space battles, an old rabbit telling us to do a barrel roll, a snarky bird, and an annoying toad. Instead, we got a very strange Zelda-style adventure, one that was clearly hamstringed by serious development issues and a shoehorned name change.
That should be it, Rob.
Affirmative. I'll get back to work.
Number 4, Startropics. There's no stopping a boy and his sword. We mean Yo-Yo. After his uncle goes missing, Mike sets out to find him. The overall look of the game, combined with weapons like yo-yos and items inspired by baseball, make it feel like an Americanized Zelda. And it kinda is. The game was made in the US and was only released there and Europe, making it one of the few Nintendo games that didn't see a Japanese release. Even the Virtual Console release isn't available in Japan. Number 3, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
This game marks a very important moment in the franchise.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
Sorry, we couldn't help ourselves. In all honesty, this game is a milestone in the Castlevania series, since it's the first to use a non-linear gameplay style. We have 2 games to thank for that. Super Metroid and, yes, Zelda, since director Koji Igarashi stated that he was directly inspired by Zelda's map style. Also, Zelda's gameplay style of backtracking and exploring helped influence the mechanics of this title and future 2D Castlevanias to come. Think about it. You get a new item or ability, and that item allows you to get past a section you couldn't get past beforehand. Does that sound familiar? Number 2, Darksiders. We weren't too surprised when reviewers pointed out this game's similarities to God of War and Devil May Cry. But Zelda? Really? The game looks nothing like Zelda, what with its huge war-torn protagonist and the whole Horsemen of the Apocalypse thing. But then you start playing the game. We were pleasantly surprised with the exploration and puzzles, a lot of which can't be solved until you get the right power-up. Huh, now that we think about it, Link would be an interesting horseman, right? Before we reveal our number 1 pick, let's have a look at some honorable mentions. Number 1, Okami. The beauty of the Zelda series is laced within the brushstrokes of this gorgeous title. Don't take our word for it. Hideki Kamiya, the director of this title, has come out and said that this game was influenced by Zelda. And with the wolf theme being present in the following Zelda game, it's possible that the inspiration went both ways. Regardless of the themes, the general structure of Okami is undeniably Zelda-esque, meaning that this number 1 spot was all but ensured from the get-go. Do you agree with our list?
Yes, Lord, anything, Isaac's mother begged.
What video games do you think have a Zelda feel? For more top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You heard the General. Let's do it.
Come on, we won't try to force you. Sorry, last Zelda pun, we're done here.